So good morning. Good morning here from the Philippines. Good evening over there in Los Angeles, Ma'am Arianne. We have our very special guest, someone I've been wanting to guest for a long time because we both play the same sport. Although hindi ako kasing galing niya. Ma'am Arianne Cerdena-Valdez. But before I give the floor to Ma'am Arianne, I'm joined by Vince Wico. Vince, any opening word from you?
Good morning to the viewers, and good evening, ma'am. And looking forward to an interesting conversation with the Hall of Famer.
Yon.
Oh, thank you.
So yun, ma'am, can we have some opening words from you po?
Opening words. Maraming salamat. It's an honor to be selected to be a Hall of Famer. I was surprised. Actually, Bong texted me. Then my husband received the message and he called me from work. From then on, hindi ko na I left work and went home.
I can imagine, ma'am, na the feeling you got then, nagulat yata kayo. Pero ba't po kayo nagugulat? You've accomplished so much.
You know, I didn't expect to be akala ko nakalimutan na ako eh. Yung mga, akala ko hindi na ako naalala kasi it's been years, almost probably 20 years na kung wala sa Pilipinas. Although, papunta-punta ako doon, nagbinibisita ko ang Pilipinas, pero hindi ko ini-expect na maaalala pa rin nila ako. Naaalala niyo pa ako.
Ako, ma'am, maaalala ko kayo for sure. Kasi yun Pero ma'am, before we get into the details of that, before Vincent I ask the questions, ma'am, kumustahin ko lang po kayo kasi I understand you're also a frontliner right now. So how are things over there? Baga, it's a different kind of thing.
Actually, it was now it's okay. Bumaba na ang LA.
Mm-hmm.
Although some parts of the states like New York, I think it's bad. Pero nagkaroon kami ng surge nung bandang January, February na it was a state of emergency na wala kaming magawa, Sa California kasi we're only allowed by law five patients per nurse. But since it was a state of an emergency, we were having 8 patients and we couldn't do anything about it. Kung di kami pwedeng magsalita, hindi namin pwedeng sabihin, dami na nito, hindi na namin makaya. Dapat namin kayanin yung mga pasyenteng binibigay sa amin. And all of them were COVID patients.
Pero kayo po, okay naman po kayo. Did you ever come across this COVID thing? Kumbaga, na-affect din naman kayo. Kasi high risk po kayo eh.
Yeah. Nung pumasok ang COVID sa amin, mga March of last year, natatakot kami. Lahat kami takot kasi may shortage ng PPEs, remember?
Yes.
So that time, out of our own pocket, we had to buy our own PPEs. Kasi hindi pa namin masyadong alam ang mode of transmission talaga ng COVID. Kumbaga, we were just trying to play safe. Tapos nakikita namin na yung mga kasama namin nagkakaroon ng COVID. I was so lucky na hindi ako nagkaroon. Knock on wood.
So siguro ma'am, I'll let Vince ask the first fire questions. Go ahead, Vince.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening. Actually, I met you around 27 years ago, ma'am. When my father was chairman of the Philippine Sports Commission in Guam at a bowling tournament in Guam. My father introduced me to you and to Miss Bongku. And I think Steve Ontiveros was also there.
He was
yes, he was the NSA president for bowling. And this was 27 years ago, ma'am, in Guam. I'm not sure if you remember, but it was a bowling tournament.
Yeah. It was an FIQ.
Yes.
It was an Asian FIQ in Guam.
Yes. So it was, I think, around 1994 or 95. So yun, ma'am. Anyway, my question is, after, what was your initial reaction upon receiving the letter of enshrinement that you were going to be immortalized into the Philippine Sports Hall of Fame?
I only got the letter today, like what I've said about 30 minutes ago, bago nag-start itong ano natin. But prior to that, last week, na-receive ko na yung message na at first, actually, Bong just gave me a paper. Sabi niya, oh, fill upan mo to para sa ano. Sabi ko, okay. So binigay ko sa kanya. Sabi ko, but Bong, ko na lang mag-fill up. I'll just give you the list of my accomplishments. So pinila pa ni Bong, tapos pinadala ni Bong sa PSC. So after that, wala. Kumbaga, bahala na. Di ba? Bahala na kung mapili ako o hindi. Then I got a message nga last week na from Bong na at first the message hindi pa ako. Then about 2 hours, nasa top 10 na pala ako ng Hall of Fame. Doon na parang wow. Thank you, Lord. Kasi sa lahat, what I mean, as an athlete, yun ang kumbaga pinnacle namin ng ano namin.
Okay. Second question, ma'am. Okay, you competed in '92 in Barcelona, and then you won the gold medal.
Actually,
88, sorry. Okay, 88. And then you won the gold. And then it was a demonstration sport. And then, if I may ask, ma'am, did you compete also in 1992? And if bowling was part of the '92 Olympics, was it still a demonstration sport?
Actually, bowling was not. That was after the 1988 Olympics, bowling was never included anymore. Even as an exhibition or demonstration sport, it was never. Maybe it's because of politics, but AMF, as I recall, AMF and Brunswick have been pushing for bowling to be a part of the Olympics.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Back to you, Brian.
All right. Ma'am, I'd just like to welcome Sir Ron de los Reyes, another veteran reporter and the radio personality. I know Sir Ron has a lot of questions for you. Ito talaga. Sir Ron, it's your turn.
Okay. Hi, Arianne.
Hi, Ron.
Wow. It's been decades, huh?
Yeah.
Parang time we saw each other was probably in one of the PSA Awards nights, no? But of course, I was there during the 1988 Seoul Olympics.
Yes, I know.
Where you won the gold medal in the demonstration sport. And of course, until now, it remains as one of the gold medals in the Olympics. How are you now, Arianne?
I'm okay. Like what I've said, nursing, nag-jump na ako ng ibang ano, I'm now into nursing.
Okay.
So, life ko, family and nursing now.
That's good. And where are you based now?
I'm based in LA.
In LA. Oh, I have my brothers and sisters in Torrance, California.
Yeah.
And the last time I was there was 3 years ago. Anyway, I hope you're doing fine, and it's really good to see you again after so many years.
Same here.
And I thought you've retired already, but kumusta ka ngayon? Ang PSC ba, Philippine Sports Commission, still gets in touch with you because I suppose you're one of the candidates for Hall of Fame awards. I don't know kung may mga ganong communication ang PSC sa'yo.
Yeah, I just got the official letter coming from PSC na I've been selected into the top 10 Hall of Fame just about 30 minutes ago.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Naka-scoop pala kami dito.
Official letter coming from PSC, yeah.
Oh, that's great, huh? And that's a very well-deserved recognition from the Sports Commission. Do you still get to practice your craft as a bowler, as a former champion? Nakakapag-bowling ka pa ba?
Di na. Nung nag-retire ako noong 2001, that was it. Kumbaga, new chapter na of my life.
Chapter. But meron ka pa rin bang ibang sports aside from bowling?
Nursing is a tedious sport. Tedious sport. It's a tedious career, you know.
Yes, you have to be very fit.
Yeah, and when I get home, pagod na ako. You know, I don't have time anymore. But because of COVID, sara na gym. But now na medyo relax na ulit ngayon, medyo ini-start na ang LA ang medyo maging lenient ng konti. Medyo nagbubukas na mga restaurants and gyms, so mag-gym ako ulit.
Yeah, that's good. I was talking to my brother just about 2 hours ago, and he said they were able to go out of town to Bakersfield. No?
Yeah.
So they spent 3 days, 2 nights there, and they had a great time because for the first time in more than a year, they were able to go out of town and enjoy some outdoors. So that's Arianne, no? And may mga, I'm sure hindi mo rin nasusundan, kung may mga outstanding bowlers from your part of the USA. Pero ka bang mga nababalitaan dyan na mga kabataan who excel in bowling?
Alam ko magagaling Pilipino eh. Every time the Philippines, alam mo sa totoo lang, because of the COVID, hindi ako nakakaano ngayon. But every time the Philippine team comes over, especially in Las Vegas, magde-days, magkaano ako sa work para mag-cheer sa Philippine team. So, I've always loved the Philippines and I will always root for the Philippines.
Okay, 4 years ago, 1984, LA Olympics. Did you also see action there or si Paeng lang?
Si Paeng lang.
And he also won a gold medal, diba?
Yeah.
So, dalawa ng gold natin sa bowling.
Yeah. Si Paeng ba naman? Si Sir Paeng Nepomuceno ba naman eh?
Si Paeng active pa rin as a coach, no? Anyway, 1984, doon nagkaroon ng boycott ang Russia, no, sa Olympics. So, and then the following 1980 pala, binoycott ng US ang Moscow Olympics. Bumawi ngayon ng Russia, 1984, they did not send any athletes to the LA Olympics. So nagkaroon ng Goodwill Games. Diba, nagkaroon ng Goodwill Games. It ran for parang ano yun eh, parang ma-unite uli yung mga iba-ibang countries. No? So 1998, if I'm not mistaken, was the last Goodwill Games held in New York. Hindi ko lang maalala kung meron tong bowling, but there was a beach volleyball tournament. Meron isa doon, Pilipina, si Elizabeth Masakayan, and they won the gold in bowling with her American partner. Ito, konting trivia lang kasi mga kabatch mo ito eh. Roel Velasco saw action there as a light flyweight, and he won the bronze medal. Ang kabatch doon si Michael Carbajal ng US, formerly from Cuba, and Brian Viloria. I don't know if you're familiar with these names.
Yeah.
Medyo contemporary mo ito. But have you been following sports in the Philippines lately?
Ron, I would just like to say something too regarding the Goodwill Games. I did play the Goodwill Games, and that was in 1990. It was held in Seattle, Washington, and I won a bronze medal in the Masters event in the
Wow.
Goodwill Games.
Wow, that's good to know. Because my only exposure in the Goodwill Games was the last one in
Yeah,
1988 in New York.
I was one of the few athletes who was able to participate there in the Goodwill Games, and luckily it was in Seattle, Washington. It was held in Seattle, Washington, and I won.
At that time, no qualifying tournaments were done. You know? Organizers only invited, invitational yan eh. They only invited top 8 athletes in each discipline, you know, like boxing, sa inyo, sa bowling. So if you're invited there, it means you were in the top 8, and quarterfinals ka agad yun, di ba? So nakalaban mo ka agad yung pinakamagagaling sa mundo. And good to know that you won a bronze medal, just like Ruel Velasco, who won. Nakalaban niya doon, Russian, Cuban, and kasabay lang niya si Brian Piloria na hindi naman niya nakatapat. Pero na-eliminate din si Brian Piloria, and he did not win any medal. So swerte pa rin kayo ni Ruel Velasco, because historic din yun, no? Because wala na ngayong wala na ngayong Goodwill Games.
I also won 2 silver medals in the World Games, which was held in Karlsruhe, Germany.
Okay.
That was in 1989. Yeah, 1980.
After the Seoul Olympics.
Yeah. Nagkaroon din kami ng elimination for that. So I was again very fortunate to represent the country, and I won some Masters.
Arianne, what do you remember most?
George Fernandez.
Oh, okay. And then what do you remember most in the Seoul Olympics? That was how many years ago?
33.
33 years ago, grabe.
I know, tanda ka, no?
Alam mo sino mga kasabay mo noon? Lydia De Vega Mercado, who
Yeah.
The,
Eric Buhain was there too, I remember. Eric
Buhain was there, yeah. And Paul Cervantes, who won the medal in boxing. That's the only regular medal we won in boxing and in the 88 Olympics. And then Leopoldo Cantancio also saw action there. Meron pang iba, like Stephen Fernandez also joined the 88 Seoul Olympics. Konti lang yung mga athletes natin at the time, maybe not more than 10 or 12, no, na ipinadala doon. Of course, Isidro Del Prado, because merong dalawang slots kaagad for track and field. So Lydia De Vega
was there too. Sorry, Monsur Del Rosario.
Monsur Del Rosario was there. He was just a world champion before going to the Olympics. And unfortunately, natalo siya dun sa I think in the elimination round. No? But he is an outstanding Olympian too, and a former world champion. And he was given the highest award in World Taekwondo about 3 years ago. He was recognized by the World Taekwondo as an outstanding Taekwondo Jin, Kasi he became a congressman, and then he continued his work for Taekwondo. He continued to excel, and then he led the Philippine delegation to the indoor games in Uzbekistan o Tajikistan. Pero maganda yung nangyari kay Monsur, except that he did not win the vice mayorship of Makati in the last elections. Sino pa mga natatandaan mo sa mga kabatch mo, Arianne?
Of course, Elma Muros, Lydia De Vega.
Si Elma, nandun din yata sa Seoul Olympics. I think she was there also for the
Yeah,
long
yeah.
jump. Oh, tama.
Yeah.
Isidro Del Prado and, well, Bea Lucero went there not as an athlete, but as my fellow commentator for TV. Kasi naalala mo yung controversy in gymnastics at the time.
Yes, yes.
She was supposed to join the qualifying in Finland, but because of the politics, the president of Gymnastics Association did not forward the invitation to Bea. So Bea was disappointed because even before, she was almost at her peak, because 1987 in Jakarta, Indonesia, she competed in gymnastics and won 2 gold medals in the Southeast Asian Games. No? So parang dapat tuloy-tuloy na yung career niya. But
Yeah.
hindi siya binigyan ng slot ng Gymnastics Association for her to be able to join the qualifying in Finland. So ang sama ng loob ni Bea noon. And then Channel 4 took her in as a commentator for gymnastics. Nakasabay ko, nag-commentate din ako sa gymnastics noong 1988 Seoul Olympics. That's the sad part of Philippine sports, no? Nahaluan palagi ng politics. And until now, meron pa rin eh.
Meron pa ba?
Merong pailan-ilan, ano? But dapat talaga hindi maihalo yung politika sa sports, no? Ang daming mga sad stories about Philippine sports. Like we have a very good tennis player, Arianne. She was number 1 many years, pero hindi siya sinasama sa SEA Games and also in the Asian Games. Pero naisama siya nitong huli na lang, 2018 Jakarta Palembang Asian Games. Unfortunately, they were only given a few days to practice. Yung mga teammates niya, nakita-kita sila doon na sa Palembang. So dito sa Philippines or in other countries, they did not have a chance to really practice and compete, no? Kaya wala silang naiuwi. Eliminated kaagad sila sa tennis. Yun ang nakakasakit ng loob because pinupondahan ng Philippine Sports Commission, but unfortunately, hindi rin naasikaso ng mga NSA. Hindi sila naihahanda para sa mga malaking competition. Buti nga, kahit paano, they did well in the Federation Cup. They won 4th place. In previous years, they won 2nd. But hindi tuloy-tuloy yung suporta ng NSA because they still depend on the Philippine Sports Commission. Hindi naman ganun kalaki ang budget. Diba? During your time ba, magandang support ng Philippine Bowling Federation sa inyo?
Actually, kasi during art, I started with Gintong Alay. When I was in my teenage years, I was in Gintong Alay. So it was under Michael Kion.
Yes.
But Michael Kion was more, ang focus niya sa athletics. Hindi masyado sa ibang mga, unfortunately, hindi masyado sa bowling.
That's right.
Pero nasusuportahan kami but not as much as athletics.
Yes.
No? So, then after that, PSC came in.
That's right.
When PSC came in, sinusuportahan naman namin, pero bowling is so expensive eh.
I know.
We need to get sponsors from private companies para yung like bowling balls namin ang mahal, di ba? Hindi naman pwede ang bola lang. Pagtitrain namin, mahal din.
Yes.
So, uniforms, mga kung ano-ano. So, we had to tap private companies to help us, lalo na pagka merong foreign competition. Well, in Southeast Asian Games, it's different. Pero di ba kasi merong mga tournaments din ng bowling na within the bowling circle. Like
that's right.
Asian FIQ, World FIQ, World Cup, mga ganon. Na we need the help of PSC na sinusuportahan, as what I've said, sinusuportahan naman nila kami. Pero of course, na medyo bitin kami ng konti.
Oo, oo. Pero at least meron kayong mga corporate sponsors, no?
Oh yeah.
Arianne, do you remember the World Junior Bowling Championships held in Manila in 1989 at SM City, SM North EDSA?
Yeah.
Did you have any participation there, either as a coach or
I participated in the real first Asian FIQ in juniors in 1981, which was held in Bali. Si Piping Kuhuangco was our president for PJB, Philippine Junior Bowlers.
Yes.
It was me, for ladies team, it was me, Ditas Nepomuceno, which is the sister of Paeng, and Christy Sontay.
Okay.
Si Christy Caras, tapos sa men's division was Oli Reformado, George Fernandez, and Stuart Go. Kami yung una, kami ang first team. Sorry, pero kami yung the best. What?
Best
Kami
placed.
ang na mas maraming napanalo that time, and that was the first PJBO FIQ, Asian FIQ.
Wow.
Then, yeah. Nanalo kami ni Ditas that time sa doubles gold. We won the gold.
Oo.
Tapos ang men's division nanalo sa master si Oli Reformado.
Yes, I remember the name.
Mm-hmm.
Oo, wow, ang dami. Wala ka ba planong gawa ng kahit siguro parang coffee table book, your memoir on bowling? Ang dami mong pwedeng i-share sa ating mga kababayan. I'm sure marami ka rin mga pictures ipon, di ba?
Alam mo sa Olympics naalala nila ako, pero hindi nila maalala naman. Marami rin naman din akong mga competitions na nilaro. At I have all the competitions, bowling world competitions.
Oo.
Like World Cup. Hindi ako nag-champion sa World Cup, but I've won the bronze medal in the World Cup, World FIQ. Nanalo rin ako ng gold medal silver medal sa World FIQ with Bong Lita sa trios event.
Oo.
So Asian FIQ, I won second place with Bong sa Masters. Bong came in gold, I came in silver sa Masters.
Oo.
Sa Masters event. So lahat halos ng international competition sa bowling, I've won, sinalinan ko, and I've won medals for that. Kaya lang, parang yung Olympics talaga naaalala nila sa akin.
Iba pa rin yung Olympics, di ba? Wow, those are great memories of you as a bowler and as an athlete, no?
Yeah.
At ano bang pwede mong ma-share sa ating mga parang ako na yung host nito ah.
Go ahead. By all means, Ron, by all means.
But, ayoko talagang palampasin ito kasi ang tagal namin din nagkausap o nagkita. Arianne, but of course, I miss Lita de la Rosa, no?
Oh yeah.
Hindi ko nga maalala kung kailan siya, when she left us, no? Hindi ko siya maalala. But I had some good interviews with her, especially when she became a world champion, And
Yes.
ano bang pwede mong ma-share sa ating mga kabataan? Because in the last Southeast Asian Games held in Manila, 2019, hindi ko maalala, parang hindi masyado nag-shine ang ating bowling team, no? Parang for the last few Southeast Asian Games, 2017 Kuala Lumpur, 2015 Singapore, 2019 Manila. Parang hirap yung ating Philippine bowling team, no, to outshine other teams from the neighboring countries, no. So ano bang pwede mong maipayo sa kanila? Because during your time, talagang those were the golden years of Philippine bowling.
Yeah. That time kasi when I was bowling, we had somebody that
Nawawala.
Yeah, naghang. Kailan natin. Slabber Day yan.
And me, ako noon, bata pa ako noon, kumbaga ina-idolize ko na sila eh. Although si Paeng bata sa kanilang tatlo, no?
Oo.
But Paeng nag-shine siya at a young age, 17 years old, nag-World Cup champion na
He
siya.
was the youngest
So,
champion.
kumbaga, yung time namin, the best bowlers in the world was in the Philippines. So, ang nangyayari, kaming mga bata, ang ano namin is talunin sila to be what like them. You know, I'm talking sa akin, ano?
Oo.
Pagka natalo ko si Bong, pagka natalo ko si Lita, naku, galing ko. Okay na. Kumbaga, ganun ang naiisip ko nung araw. So,
Oo.
how can I beat those good bowlers? Diba?
Oo.
I can only do that if I practice more,
Yes.
concentrate more, and talagang, you need, kumbaga, dedication mo talaga sa sport nandun na. Just remember, before, money was not involved here.
Yes.
When we were winning medals, wala naman yung mga, what do you call this, yung incentives.
Oo. Wala nga.
Wala. We won a gold medal in the Asian Games, I remember, in Korea in 1986, and Bong and I won a bronze medal in the doubles event also in that game. You know how much we got? We only got $100.
Wow.
And we were so happy. We were so happy getting that $100.
Oo.
It's more of, sa amin kasi, pride of carrying the Philippine flag. Yun yung sa amin. Kasi to represent the country, it's a privilege.
Oo nga.
No? Ewan ko.
Ang gandang pakinggan ng mga kabataan natin yan, ano? Yung bang, they won't focus themselves on the incentives. Instead, dapat sa performance nila and in giving honor to their country, because kapag ka naibigay na nila yon, talagang bubuhos yung suporta eh. Bubuhos yung
it follows eh. It follows eh. Pagka nanalo ka na, the incentives follow. Pero noon, kahit na ay mabigyan lang kami ng tuwan-tuwa na kami.
Oo. In terms of, well, incentive din. Kasi I remember si Paeng Nepomuceno, when he became world champion for the first time, I think either in 1982 or 1980, no? Then President Marcos gave him a brand new Toyota Land Cruiser, no? Parang incentive niya yan eh. Naalala ko yon because when I interviewed Paeng for 2017 SEA Games, sabi ko, do you still have that car? Sabi niya, he maintains that Land Cruiser. No? Tapos nakadalawang kotse yata siya kay President Marcos. Binigyan siya yung isa Mercedes-Benz. I don't know if I'm accurate, no? Pero alam ko, binigyan siya ng 2 kotse. And then, Onyok Velasco, when he won the silver medal in the 1996 Atlanta Olympics, I remember may ginawa akong column sa Malaya. Sabi ko, what would be the ideal car for the first Filipino to win an Olympic gold medal? Tapos ang dami nag-send in ng mga choices, no? But ang kumagat doon, ang Nissan Philippines, no? And when Onyok lost the gold to the Bulgarian boxer, tumawag sa akin ang Nissan Philippines. Sinabi, nandiyan ba si Onyok? May makakausap po ba? Tapos, ang sabi sa akin, sabi ko, bakit to? No, because even if he did not win the gold medal in the Olympics, we will still give him the car.
Wow.
So, tapos sabi ng Nissan, hindi lang isang kotse. Kasi nung time na yun, hati yung Nissan eh. 2 kumpanya ang Nissan dito eh. We will give him a Sentra and Nissan van. So sabi ko, Onyok is not here. Kaya wala naman kami ng mga hotel eh. Doon sila sa Athletes Village. Tinawagan ko ngayon si Manny Lopez. Tapos tamang-tama, nung time na yun, umaga, that was the morning after he won the silver medal. Sabi ko, nandito si Onyok, kausapin mo. Alam mo, sinabi ko kay Onyok yun, Onyok, baka pagbalik mo dito, pwede mo na akong iangkas dun sa bago mong kotse. Kasi Onyok, ano yan? Yung sabihin sa ganyan. Sabi ko, kausap ko lang ang Nissan eh. Kahit di ka raw nanalo ng gold, ibibigay pa rin sa'yo yung kotse. Hindi lang isang kotse, dalawang kotse. Umiyak si Onyok sa telepono. Umiyak si Onyok noon at hindi siya makapaniwala. But I think the Filipino people at that time had the sentiments na panalo dapat si Onyok ng gold medal. Except that, yun nga eh. Kaya nga ako doon, napasigaw ako we were robbed of the gold eh. Kasi pagkakakita ko rin sa laban na yun, siya dapat ang gold medal winner. But unfortunately, may konting politika. Malaking politika actually because Bulgarian yung boksingerong kalaban ni Onyok and then yung vice president for officials, yung mga referees, taga Bulgaria din. So parang hindi natin alam kung nagkaroon ng hocus-pocus, no? Because the way Reka Trinidad and I saw it, si Onyok dapat ang medal. And that would have been our first regular Olympic medal, Olympic gold. Pero ganyan talaga eh. Ganyan, may mga nangyayaring ganyan eh. But in your case, ang dami mo na rin binigay na karangalan sa ating bansa. And I'm glad that you just announced it that you received a letter from the Philippine Sports Commission. So how do you feel about it? Becoming one of the Filipinos who will be inducted into the Hall of Fame of Philippine sports.
Of course, overwhelming sa akin to. Hindi ko ine-expect to eh. Kumbaga, nandito ako, tapos bigla na lang, bigla na lang akong, Arianne, you're in the Hall of Fame. Oh God. Every athlete's dream yan eh, you know? Every athlete's dream, and I'm so blessed.
So, okay, naghang uli, no? But anyway, we'll wait, ha? We'll wait. Di ko alam kung yung telecom namin ang may problema o yung sa inyo. Most likely sa amin.
I think sa kanila kasi sa atin, we're all doing good.
Oo. So,
sorry.
Arianne, last question. Yung pag nagkaroon na ng awards ceremonies, kayo ba inimbita na rin na pumunta rito or will the awards be held virtually so you don't have to travel back to Manila? Kasi alam ko nung
I hope. Sabi sa akin it's virtual. Sabi sa akin hindi it's gone virtually ang video, parang video something because of the COVID thing. I really want to go home. I really want to go home.
So
There's
how long?
No place.
How long? When was the last time you were in Manila?
2018.
2018. 3 years, 3 years na rin. Wow, masaya sanang reunion yan, ano?
Oo.
The other awardees, no?
Pagka umuwi ako, lagi ko kasama yung mga grupo kasi lagi kami nagkikita niyan. Si Paeng, ako, si Bong. Lagi kami nagkikita.
Oo.
No fail.
Oo nga, si Bong. Si Bong, nasa Hall of Fame, si Bong Pu eh.
And I'm so happy na nandyan si Bong and Paeng na nagpupush talaga to promote bowling.
Yes.
Bong has been actively looking for sponsors sa sport, especially now during the time of COVID. Na it's so hard to get sponsors and bowling, which is
it has to be
passed away, isa sa mga namin yun. So
mahirap talaga. But anyway, thank you very much, Arianne. No? It was really great talking to you, seeing you for the first time after so many decades.
I know, matanda na ako.
Dekada lang yan. Pero actually, mga bata pa tayo.
So yun.
Balik tayo kay Brian.
Thank you, Sir Ron. And Ma'am Arianne, I have another friend here, a very good friend. Veteran writer na rin to, si Sir Rick Olivares. Sir Rick, the floor is all yours.
Good evening, ma'am. I hope you're
Evening.
well. Rick Olivares po, nung kayo'y nagko-compete, nasa college pa lang ako, but I was writing for the Philippine Daily Inquirer back then. Tumira din po tayo sa US, sa New York, pero we're back home. I'm with ABS-CBN and Philippine Star, no, at the moment. Ma'am, sorry, nung nag-start po kayo with Sir Ron, I came in the middle, no? Ma'am, when did you move to the United States? What year po?
2002. Tinapos ko yung...
Miss Arianne, sorry. No,
Yeah.
Yan.
No. Miss Arianne, hello. Nandyan po kayo, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, ma'am, hindi po namin narinig, ma'am, kasi nag-lag yata,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. I bowled in Southeast Asian Games in 2001. Tapos, after that, nag-retire na ako when I won the gold with the doubles event with Lisa Del Rosario. Kumbaga, yun ang pinali ko na.
Okay, ma'am. What prompted you to move stateside, ma'am? What prompted you, ma'am?
My husband has been living in the States since 1988.
Okay.
So, what I do during the break, yung break na walang training, I visit him mga once or twice a year. And my daughter lumalaki na, so sabi ko, it's about time for me to retire na. Dapat na ako mag-retire.
Okay. Sorry, ma'am, no? What have you been working, ma'am, in the US? If you have, what have you been doing? And do you still bowl, whether competitively or recreationally in the United States, ma'am?
I retired. And I'm now, I'm now a registered nurse here in California. And I work in California Hospital Medical Center, Med-Surg unit. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So, ma'am, are you a COVID frontliner there, ma'am?
Of course.
Oh my God, ma'am, I hope you're fine, ma'am. Your family's good.
Yeah.
Hindi ba, okay, hindi ba nakakatakot din, ma'am, given the huge numbers of infected in the US and the huge death toll? So the question is, hindi ba kayo natatakot, and do you have a nice COVID story to share with everyone?
Yeah. When it all started here last year, we didn't know ang mode of transmission kasi kaya everybody was, we were all, and there was shortage of PPEs, so kumbaga we were all buying from out of our pockets, no? Tapos it went down. The numbers went down. Tapos it went up again at the end of last year. And yun ang traumatic for me. Yung start, hindi pa masyado. Kasi yung start, hindi pa ganun ka. Marami nang namamatay, pero, mas matindi yung second, sa amin sa LA. Yung second, kasi because of the Thanksgiving, riot, and that.
Miss Arianne, nawala yata si Miss Arianne.
More than half of our patients are COVID patients.
Oh, wow.
And it was they declared LA a state of emergency wherein we used to have. So kung minsan hirap nun yung ito lang ang kaya mong gawin, 5, tapos because of the surge, 7 patients per nurse. And that's so overwhelming, especially due to the fact na takot rin kaming mahawa, So, plus luck na nakikita namin kasi kasi medical surgical unit ako, a part of our unit was converted into ICU.
Oh, wow.
So, I could see patients dying.
Wow.
I could see them dying. Yeah.
How do you forgive me for the word, how do you detoxify? How do you deal with it, especially at home, no? To go back the next day na buo loob nyo and all that, ma'am.
We have no choice. Eh. We have to learn to deal with it. And maybe that's what I learned from bowling too, di ba? Yung kailangan malakas ang loob mo eh, to handle it.
This might sound like a weird question, but in any way do they know that an Olympic gold medalist is the one handling them?
Yes, now they do. Now
They
they
do.
Before, I was interviewed by Steve Angeles dito sa what was it? Balitang Pinoy. Okay? So, I nakita ng nurse, director ko sa bed surgery, ginawa niya, inano niya, kasi sa amin, meron kaming para bang email for all the employees. So nilagay niya doon, tapos, so everybody knew na bowler ako.
Siguro kung nandun pa ako sa New York, naisulat namin kayo dun sa dyaryo dun sa New York. No? Pero
Uy, delikado ngayon sa New York. Ang taas ulit ngayon ng COVID sa New York. Sa amin bumaba na, sa kanilang taas.
oo nga eh. Kasi ma'am, maraming tao walang disiplina. Ma'am, ilang tanong na lang no, before I pass it on to Sir Fred. So how many hours do you devote to your work? And then how did you I don't know, no? Did you take up nursing before? How did you get into this, ma'am? Wow.
I graduated in Centro Escolar Dentistry. I took dentistry there in the Philippines.
Yes, ma'am.
Tapos, when I came here, I told myself, what am I gonna do? All my life, I have been a bowler, you know. What am I gonna do here? So, I went back to school. I went back to school here and I took nursing. I decided to go to nursing. That's how it started.
Wow. Galing ni ma'am. From one
No choice.
bayani, ma'am, di ba? Okay, but obviously, di ba, in terms of the safety protocols, it's very stringent, di ba? Na-interview ko nga yung anak ni Rick Barata, si Janica, who's a nurse also in New York, no? Grabe daw yung safety protocols and how you clean up after everything, you change, or everything's very Okay, ma'am. I hope you don't mind. I want to ask a little bit about bowling. You don't bowl at all in the US, ma'am, even recreationally?
No, I retired.
Oh, wow.
Although, Bong, every time I see or talk to her, she would always tell me, bowl na ka na, laro tayo sa seniors. Mag-team ulit tayo, seniors tayo. And I will always tell her, oh, sige, magka-practice na ako. I have a bowling ball here. I haven't had it drilled. Sabihin lang sa akin, asawa, ikaw, oo ka na, oo, tamad ka naman din mag-practice. Sabi ko, hindi sa tamad, pero pagod na ako when I get home, coming from work.
Alam ko yan, ma'am. Sorry, Greg. Sabihin ko lang. I know that because when I talked to Ma'am Bong before the SEA Games, sabi niya, there were plans to ask you and Senator Tito to play again with her.
Sinasabi niya, oh, sige. And she would ask me that question pagka na may tournament, lalo na pagka nasa Las Vegas sila nanonood. Ano, Arianne? Oh, sige. Mag-bowling na ako.
When I returned to Manila in 2007, I was looking for you and I didn't know you were in the US kasi nakita ni Mr. Ramon Ang of San Miguel that I'm also a photographer aside from a writer, and we did a photo exhibit of Philippine Olympians at the tent, and we featured a lot of probably around 50 plus Olympians in Serena, and I remember Mr. Ang saying, parang kulang tayo sa bowling. And I said, I can't find Miss Arianne. I don't know where to look. Anyway, better late than never, di ba, ma'am? Ma'am, sorry, just two more questions. Ilan po anak nila? And are they all working now, ma'am?
Yeah, I have one. She's 33 years old. I have a daughter. And she's also a nurse. My
Oh,
husband is a nurse. I'm a nurse. My daughter is a nurse too.
so all three of you are frontliners, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, dapat. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. Ma'am, for the record, what's the name of your daughter?
Ashley Lauren. Ashley Lauren Valdez.
Okay. Last question, ma'am. If you were to sum up, if there's one story outside your bowling career, no, everything that's well documented. If there's one story that you'd like to share with other people regarding everything that you do right now, what would that be and why?
What story?
Yeah. What can you share? No. Let's say a lot of people would like to know about you. What is the one story outside the Olympics and all that you would like people to know about you as a person, as an athlete, as someone who's about to be inducted into the Hall of Fame and all that? What would you like them to know about you?
I'm an outgoing person, I want to have friends. I don't like intrigues. I just want to have plain fun. And I always enjoy meeting people, doing things for people, and parang parang how can I?
Well,
But and also there's life after bowling. Just
All right.
remember, I've been a bowler more than half of my life, and you can recreate yourself.
mhm.
That's what I did. I recreated myself.
Wow, this is Ma'am Los Angeles, right? Ma'am Los Angeles?
Yeah, LA.
Wow. All right. Ma'am Miss Arianne, maraming salamat po for your time.
Salamat.
God
Salamat.
bless you and your family. And ma'am,
Thank
please
you.
stay safe, ha? Stay safe, marami.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Brian, Boss Fred, kaya na, Boss Fred.
Yeah, to si Sir Fred, kasi late ko na sabihan eh, sorry.
Late ako dumating.
Okay lang. Sige,
Okay lang.
go ahead.
Okay. Hi, ma'am. First of all,
Hi.
ma'am. Congratulations for being
Hi.
Hall of
Thank you.
Famer. Ma'am, when you first heard of the news, anong naramdaman nyo?
Ewan ko ba? Excited. I was working. Tinigil ko yung trabaho ko. Sabi ko, I have to go. Sabi ko, gano'n, hindi ako makakonsentrate sa trabaho ko. I have to go.
Ma'am, ano sabi sa inyo, ma'am? Will the ceremony be virtually held or kailangan mo pumunta rito?
I think it's gonna be virtually held because of the COVID in the Philippines. But I would love to go back. I'm still hoping sana, merong awarding talaga, pero I don't know. Still
Siguro.
hoping.
Sana. Mas maganda.
Uh-huh.
Ma'am, wala ko natanong na kanina, pero yung gold medal mo is for bowling as a demonstration sport for Olympics. Ma'am, bakit hanggang ngayon hindi pa siya naging official sporting event ng Olympics?
Okay. Ayun nga, for that time, bronze and AMF had to give $1 million each para makasama kami sa Seoul, Korea that time.
Ay, na ano.
Nakikita ko si Ron.
Ayan.
Yan.
Ayan.
Ako yung ako.
Nakikita ko si Ron.
Ma'am, yung bowling ba sa'yo, ma'am, parang riding a bicycle yan, hindi yan nawawala sa'yo. Pag the next time you bowl, ando pa rin ba yung tira mo? Or kailangan mo siyang ibalik?
Siguro, but I'm not as competitive as before. I need to practice. I really need to practice to be in shape again. Kasi, biro mo, before, we run, we go to the gym, then we go to the bowling center. We train for about 8 hours a day?
Yeah.
Ngayon, hindi ko na magawa.
Ma'am, pero you plan to bowl again? Personally?
I'm not closing the door. I love bowling. Sige nga, mag-bowling na ulit ako.
Competitively. I mean,
No,
hindi.
more, no more.
Or leisure
Wala
lang.
na yun. Tapos na era ko nun.
Kahit club level, ma'am? Kahit club level?
As seniors, I would do that. Kasi
Ayun.
nandun ulit yung grupo namin. You know? I would do that. Kami ni Beck Watanabe, Bong, Paeng, ako, sina Jojo Canare. Yeah. Gusto ko yun.
Ma'am, yung anak niyo, ma'am, nagbo-bowling din?
Before she used to, but not no more. Ano lang siya, because yung anak ni, that time, yung anak ni Lisa De La Rosa, yung apo ni Bong, nagbo-bowling din. So, nakikigulo rin siya, nakikisama rin siya sa bowling-bowling nun.
Ma'am, aware kayo sa state ng Philippine bowling ngayon? Alam ko may gulo pa doon sa mga yung PBC.
Saan?
Ay, yung, ewan ko lang kung na yung PBC, kung na-resolve na yung issue na yun. Aware pa ba kayo nun? Ongoing?
Alam ko meron, pero I stay out of politics. Kasi, what I mean, hindi naman ako masyadong involved sa so I want everybody to be my friends. Ayokong to go to one side to another, I might create enemies that way. So, gusto ko pag umuwi ko, lahat sila kaibigan ko.
Pero yung time nyo, ma'am, walang leadership problem yung association ng bowling?
There's always, parang rin yan there's always two sides na so, but how sad kasi minsan kadalasan naapektuhan ng mga players ang mga athletes sa ganyan, sa mga intrigues, sa mga politics nila, kasi syempre ang gusto lang ng athlete is just to train. Kung sasamahan mo pa ng problema what's happening within the Congress, yun ang mahirap. It happened. Marami na kaming nangyari. When I was bowling, maraming nangyari. Minsan hindi namin alam kung tutuloy kami o hindi. Nagte-train kami. Tapos, andyan na yung tournament. Walang pera. Palalabasin ba tayo? Papapuntahin ba tayo? At the last moment, sige, go. Ganon ba?
Ma'am, recently, ma'am, may mga athletes, national athletes na nagko-complain tungkol sa allowances nila from the PSC. Especially yung boxers. Yung panahon nyo ba, ma'am, may allowance kayo from the government monthly, regularly?
Okay. Yung allowance na yan, it only started with, I remember with PSC. Gintong alay, kung meron, I don't remember na meron kami nakukuha, but if ever na meron kaming nakukuha nun, it's very, very minimal. Konting-konti lang. Di ba? Kaya nga, alala Pero ang PSC, alam ko, nagbibigay na ng allowance. But it was always based on the medals, on your credits.
So after
like you go to the Southeast Asian Games and you won a gold medal, Class A ka. Tapos kung silver, bronze, Class B ka. Tapos may Class C. And your allowance is based on your achievements. Ganun.
So pwede ba natin sabihin na yung athletes ngayon medyo pampered sila by the government? Kasi konting lang, hingi sila ng pera sa PSC, magbibigay. Tapos pag hindi nabigay on time, nagreklamo. Ganun ba yung athletes ngayon sa tingin mo?
Ayoko magsalita, pero sasabihin ko lang is during our time, wala kaming what I mean, as what I before, we were not getting anything. Like, nanalo kami na Asian Games, as like what I've said, we only got $100 for winning the gold medal in that team event. Tuwan-tuwa na kami noon.
1 million.
Ngayon,
di ba? Ngayon, talagang milyon-milyon na ngayon ang pinag-uusapan.
Ma'am, itong Hall of Fame, do you get any cash incentive?
I believe I will be getting 200,000. I believe,
200.
200,000.
Don't get me wrong, ha? Baka mali.
Basta they'll get something. Yun lang.
No, I believe,
Sige. Brian, naubusan na ako ng tanong.
Sige. Tanong naman ako kay ma'am. Ma'am, yung when you won that gold medal, that wasn't counted dun sa summer. Was it bittersweet for you kasi well, technically you're the first. You're the first Filipino who won medal. Pero yun nga lang, being a demo sport, wala naman talagang gold medal. What was the feeling? Bittersweet ba siya or something like that?
Actually, it's not bittersweet for me, personally, because the training I did for the Olympics was not sasabihin mong less than what the athletics did. I trained every day for that. And besides that, just to be in the Olympics, nakita nyo na lang kasi yung game itself, pero hindi nyo na kita ang process of participating in the finals. Kasi first of all, ang first is I had to be in the Philippine team.
Yes.
Then from there, I went to Hong Kong for the Asian FIQ. So the whole Philippine team and all the Asian countries was there. They will only pick four representatives in Asia, 4 representatives male and female. Kasi pati ang American zone, ang European zone, meron din silang elimination. From there, from Hong Kong, we had an elimination in Apopka, Florida. Doon na pinili ang top 12. So from there, pumunta kami ng Korea. So ang nakita nyo na lang yung laban namin sa Korea. Pero to qualify for that slot, ilang competitions yun.
Do you still remember the last time you bowled? Kahit na recreational, the last time you held a bowling ball na lang.
Actually, one time, when I was parang namin sa nursing, meron kaming competition. So, yun, sige, bowling, sali ako dyan. Sige, sali ako dyan. Pero it was just a fun game, mga 3 games lang, and that's it.
Did you win?
You expect, I still expected the same Arianne Cerdena before. Tapos ganito, sabi ko, hindi na. Kasi kumbaga, 200 average ako sa Philippines, 200 average ako. Ito, Diyos ko, hirap ako mag-160. Sabi ko, ayoko na.
But 160, kumabot lang kay 160 ba, mataas na ngayon yun, ha?
Mataas na sa amin yun.
Nung umalis ako sa Philippine team, 200 something ang average ko
Correct.
Ma'am, nakailang perfect game kayo, ma'am? 300.
Good answer.
Actually, hindi pa ako naka-perfect game, but I rolled 16 strikes in a row. Unfortunately, it was 2 games, for a perfect game, it has to be 12. I rolled 16 pero with 2 games. Kaya yung pinakamataas ko was a 290 game. Sayang.
Hulaan ko 290 game yan. Last frame kayo na.
Last frame yun.
Last frame.
Last frame yun.
Ito na eh.
Nag-spare.
Hindi naman kayo nag-split.
Hindi naman.
Yung panira sa bowling eh. Pag yung last frame, mag-split ka bigla.
Pero yung Olympics ko, I rolled how many strikes? I believe I rolled 9 strikes on that last game. Wow. And all my shots were in the pocket. I remember yung isa sa roommate ko, kasi ang roommate ko was from Netherlands, sabi niya sa akin, do you know that on your last game, all your shots was in the pocket? Ko, no. All I know is I won. Sabi ko, gano'n, di ko na yun na lang ang naalala ko. But anything na bang blanco ko.
Ilang pins difference yun sa silver medalist? Naalala mo ba?
Kasi, di ba ang bowling, what happened was, yung ako ang top qualifier. Ang lamang ko to go, mag-step ladder sila. So since I'm the top qualifier, they had to beat me twice. So I lost the first game, but on the last game, she rolled 209 or 211, and I rolled the 247 game.
Ay, game na sa akin yun.
Brian,
Last
Yeah.
frame was right.
Yes, Ron.
Last 7 frames.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
showing a picture of the Seoul Olympics. No?
Yeah.
Yeah, yan.
Oh.
Yun.
Eight Seoul Olympics.
Buti pa si Saron, may mga ganyan.
Autograph.
Oh,
Tandaan nyo, ma'am.
papa-autograph yan eh.
I wish I could go home para makita-kita tayo.
Ayun ako, ma'am. Ako rin, gusto ko kayo makita. Actually, gusto ko makita kayo magkasama ni Ma'am Bong
Oo.
and Sir
So,
Paeng.
tapos sa bowling lane tayo mag-ano.
Yes,
Oo.
so...
Sige. I will tell Bong when I get home. Naantay ko lang matapos itong COVID. And as soon as pwede na ako umuwi, I'm going home. Sige, magkita tayo. Promise.
Sige.
Arianne, hindi ko maalala. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right.
Right.
Paeng is lefty.
Oo. Si Paeng ang naalala kong lefty.
Siya lang yung southpaw nung sa kanila. At until now, I think. But I know he tried to bowl right-handed eh.
Oo, yung na-injured yung wrist niya.
Na-injured yung wrist niya.
Yeah. Bali ma'am, nakakausap niyo si Ma'am Bong. Tanong ko lang kasi she's the one behind the Philippine bowling team right now. Kumbaga, niya tulungan. Meron ba siyang hinanakit na nilalabas sa inyo sa mga bowlers? Although I know most of the bowlers now, they're really trying. Pero alam ko nung the last time I talked to her, sabi niya, iba pa rin daw yung time niya eh.
Oh!
Ibang-iba raw, ibang-iba. Hindi ko mag-gets kung ano, pero mabuti. I just like to get your thoughts on that.
Alam mo, siyempre, no, kahit naman isang pamilya, nag-aaway-away tayo sa pamilya. No? Ganon din kami. Nag-aaway-away kami. Pero pagdating na sa laban, walang away. Para bang talagang everybody works hard for the team. Ganon. Sabihin mo, hindi kami na... Pero pagkatapos ng game, di ulit nag-uusap. Di ulit kami kasi meron nga kaming awayan within the group. Pero pag laban-laban, ibang klase kami nung araw. Alam mo, I'm so proud that I bowled in that era na lakad lang kami Philippine team. Nako, binibilang na namin ilang medalya ipapanalo namin. We were so confident then.
Yeah, kakaiba yun eh. I know pag nakita ko, papadala ko kayo ng mga clips. I know I have some clips of you then.
Oh, please.
Hanapin ko po yung archives.
Please.
Yung makukuha ko eh.
Tsaka yung mga padala niyo sa akin, bigyan niyo akong kopya. I have no way of getting a copy eh.
Sige ma'am, ako po nai-contact pa ako sa MB Library eh. Kumbaga I asked them kasi gusto rin lang hinahalungkat yung mga luma. Kaya yun
Olympics na yan. Anong years yun? Mga 80s?
80s kami noon.
80s.
Actually, yung husband ko, last November, nag-open heart surgery. So, since COVID, hindi ako makapunta sa hospital. I was here waiting for him to get home. Tapos, bigla na lang text sa akin ng husband ko, Arianne, i-type mo yung 1988 Bowling Olympics. Sabi niya, bakit? So, tinype ko. Tapos, ayun, nasa YouTube na pala. Nilagay nila sa YouTube yung mismong fight ko sa Olympics.
Wow. Yung mga dapat i-treasure talaga eh.
Oh, yeah. Hindi ko yung nakita for 33 years. Tapos, oh my God. And every time pagka wala akong magawa, pinanonood pa rin na yun. Tapos, iiyak pa rin ako. Hindi ko pa rin I still cannot believe I won. And, ayaw ko ba? Kumbaga para sa akin is, it was a dream for me na manalo. Every athlete naman gusto kagaya it's their dream to participate in the Olympics, right?
True. Actually just reaching there, iba na eh. You just reach there, malaking bagay na.
Yeah, it's everybody's dream is to participate, and winning the gold medal is like an icing in the cake, di ba?
Yes.
But you know what? I'll tell you something. My coach was Toti Lopa. Okay. Hindi niya sa akin sinasabi to, but he told me after the game, nung tapos na, nung nanalo na, ang kwento niya is, I think isa sa nagka-practice kami sa official practice sa Korea noon. Sabi ganon, so, what are your chances? Sabi ni Toti, we'll win a medal. I just don't know the color, but we'll win a medal. Alam mo, para ba kasi it was for me talaga eh. Even during the practice games, they were already watching me bowl because sa practice pa lang, I kept on rolling strikes and strikes and strikes. Nahihirapan sila pero ako strike and strike. I don't know. Talagang meant for me talaga.
You're a hook bowler po, ma'am, no? Hook or straight?
Mas straight lang ako.
Straight. Okay.
Konting snap lang ako sa dulo.
Okay.
Ma'am, were you given the actual medal, ma'am? Kung ano yung regular na binibigay ng mga gold medalists talaga? The same?
I don't know. Probably it's different, but there's a gold there. Pero yung...
The whole is gold.
The whole
thing is
the
gold.
whole thing is gold. Pero hindi siya nag-tarnish eh. It's still stayed the same. So I believe it's still... I don't know. Pero ganun pa rin yung kulay niya, ganun pa rin ang nagbago nga yung nag-hold on, yung tela na nag-hold on, pero the whole thing stayed the same.
Yes, Sir Ron.
Yeah, Arianne, tanong ko lang, nagkaroon kayo ng victory ceremony sa awarding at the end of your finals? Nagkaroon ba ng victory ceremony and you went up that victory stand?
You're talking about in Korea, right?
Korea.
Yeah. There was a very big... punta kami sa hotel. After the awardings in the bowling center, meron pumunta kami sa hotel. Just remember, Brunswick and AMF were sponsoring our game, everything for us.
Okay. And then, did they play the Philippine national anthem during your ceremony? Of course.
Yeah.
You know, I was chatting with Christy Ramos, the daughter of the former president, and she considers you as the first Filipina to win an Olympic gold. Sabi niya, ikaw pa rin yung unang Pinay na natalo ng Olympic gold. And I would agree with her, no, kahit demonstration sport yung bowling. And sabi ko nga, nako.
Kasi hindi alam mo kasi naman, ang training naman namin is less than what their other athletes are training. O wala.
Nawala po, ma'am.
Ito na po.
What's the first name of your husband?
Raymond.
Raymond. Is he related to Paulo Valdez, another
No.
outstanding bowler? No relation.
No,
Okay.
no relation.
Is he a bowler, ma'am?
No, he's a dentist back home. He's a dentist back home. Tapos when we came here, sabi ko nung mag-aaral ako, nursing. Yeah, bakit? Gusto ko mag-nursing. Mag-nursing ako. Sumama sa akin. Nag-aaral kami sabay. Classmate ulit kaming dalaw.
Ma'am, sabihin niyo, good school, CEU.
CEU.
Kaibigan ko yung owners. Kaibigan ko yung owners.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, sila.
Oh,
Yep.
bigyan ako ng CEU ng scholarship when I won the Olympics. Tapos malaking banner. Congratulations, Arianne.
Di ko alam yun, ha? Binigyan pala kayo?
Tapos nag-lunch kami ng mga ng CEU, faculty, tapos pati yung presidente ng CEU nandun nag-lunch kami.
Okay. Wow. Now I know. Hindi ko alam yun. Tata, I didn't know. Lulukoyin ko nga. I was talking to him earlier. Lulukoyin ko siya mamaya.
Yeah.
Sir Ron, may tanong pa kayo?
Okay. Then I tanong ko na kanina kung meron pa siyang ibang sport, no? But how about Raymond? Ano bang sport niya before becoming a dentist? Or Bago kayo nag
Wala, chiran ko lang.
Siguro maganda
Chiran
tanong.
ko.
Maganda tanong, Sir Ron, how did they meet?
Oo nga.
We were
Yun.
classmates. We were classmates in college.
Sa CEU.
CEU, dentist siya eh. Yeah.
Oo.
Pagka absent ako, kumukopya ako sa kanya. Siya gumagawa. pagka, di ba, lagi kaming out of the, lagi, as an athlete, lagi kami labas ng labas eh, di ba? Tapos meron kaming mga projects, mga ganyan. Siya ang gumagawa nun sa akin. Basta ang ano ko lang, ipasa yung ka-antes, bahala na.
Where did you practice your profession as a dentist?
No. Unfortunately not. Kasi nung nasa Philippines ako, talagang bowling lang ako eh. Kumbaga, I finished dentistry because I just had to finish it. At least para masabi ko meron akong natapos, di ba? But all my life sa Pilipinas, bowling talaga.
Bowling talaga.
Mm-hmm. But at least I went to nursing, medical field din.
Yes.
Ma'am, anong weight ng ball mo nung nag-ball ka sa Olympics?
16.
16?
15 mga ganon. Maximum ako. Lagi akong nasa max.
Okay. Hindi sumakit, hindi kayo nagka-injury. Ang bigat doon ah.
Dalawang knee surgery na ako. Si Dr. Canlas pa ang nag-ano sa akin.
Okay. How about sa wrist? Wala po.
Sa fingers. Nagkaroon ako ng
Fingers.
trigger finger. Tapos sinaksakan ako ni Dr. Canlas ng steroids. Sabi ko, sige na, please. Sakit.
Yun yung mga usual eh. Yung mga sakit pag sa bowlers, either sa wrist mo or sa knees.
Fingers, tsaka knees, yeah. Kasi remember, you're sliding, tapos pinipress slide mo. Tapos, I was mabigat pa ako nun. So, nai-strain ang knees ko. Kaya na rin ako nag-retire kasi ano na yung knees ko eh, masama na.
Pero ma'am, may mga nakakalaro ako na 70s, 80s pa rin. Naglalaro pa rin sila. Nagpa-perfect game pa nga.
But because of that, that's the technology now.
Yeah.
Kasi old school ako eh. Yung old school, it's more of the timing, the delivery. Okay? And your technique in executing the ball.
True.
Releasing the ball. Now, it's the bowling ball.
Yes.
It's the bowling ball, it's the bowling lane, it's the bowling pins. Iniba na nila yung pins, iniba na nila yung oiling ng pag-oil ng lanes. Tapos ang bowling ball nun, I remember I started with a plastic ball, then it became a rubber ball, then it became a urethane ball. Now it's a reactive ball.
Yes, reactive. Ma'am, yung sa reactive, paano mo sa reactive? Di ba sabi yung straight bowler kayo? Nag-adjust ba kayo? Kasi iba yung palo ng reactive compared to the usual urethane, di ba? So did you were there adjustments?
Would you believe we would train, ito na lang. First of all, I was getting old na. I was competing with the young. For me to stay in the team, I have to exert more effort. Okay? So if the team practices for 4 hours, I would practice 6 to 7 hours in PSC. Just to be competitive that time. Naalala ko, umuwi na sila, ako nandun pa. Sa lane, nag-practice pa ako.
Sir Fred.
Dedicated to sport.
Yeah.
hindi ka gaya. But I mean, siguro ayun na nga, yun ang kaibahan namin noon eh. Kasi ako nung yung athlete ako noon, I will not go home until I perfect something. Like, I know na merong mali ang release ko, hindi ako uuwi. At babalikan, hindi ko man ma-perfect na yun yan, aaraw-arawin ko yan. Aaraw-arawin ko yun hanggat makuha ko.
So siguro kung wala na, Ma'am Arianne, I'll give you the floor. Ma'am, final words niyo po, parting words po niya kung may gusto kayong batiin, gusto po kayong i-promote or anything like that.
I'm so grateful to everybody, especially to Bong na siya ang nag sa akin to be in the Hall of Fame, you know. I'm grateful sa PSC for, you know, para ilagay nila ako sa Hall of Fame to pick me. There are a lot of athletes. There are a lot of good athletes, and luckily I was chosen as one. I'm very grateful for that. It's every athlete's dream to be in the Hall of Fame. At least meron akong maiiwan na bakas na Arianne was there. Arianne, you know, I have accomplished something, and I'm really, really, really grateful for that.
And of course, your Fred, final thoughts on your end.
Again, I'd like to congratulate Arianne for making the Hall of Fame list. Actually, overdue na to. Akala ko nga, doon sa third batch pa, masasama to si Ma'am Arianne. So, so congratulations to you. And I hope na matuloy yung pag-uwi mo at mag-bowling tayo. Tayo nila, nalabarayan.
Tayo, for sure. Lalabas tayo.
And stay safe, ma'am.
Sir Ron?
Thank you. Stay safe, please. Please stay safe.
Sir Ron?
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Alam nyo, kapapanood ko ng mga laro ni na Arianne, sina Paeng, Bongku, na-inspire ako mag-bowling eh. Yung huli kong, the last time I bowled was during the inter-department at San Miguel. No? And then, maybe 20 years later, I joined a media bowling tournament. Nanalo ako. After 20 years, ang premyo was 19-inch TV. Sabi ko sana sana trophy na lang kasi wala akong trophy sa bowling. But anyway,
TV.
naka-inspire sina Arianne and sina Paeng and Bong and Lito de la Rosa and the others. At sana patuloy yung ma-inspire yung mga kabataang katulad namin.
Yeah.
No, but keep in mind, thank you and congratulations for the inspiration. And we hope to see you one of these days when we go back to normal.
Yeah.
Salamat. Stay safe, and we salute you for your heroism as a frontline. Thank you.
And on that note, thank you so much, Ma'am Arianne. It was an honor, and it's, to be honest, starstruck ako na kasi nakausap ko kayo in person.
Starstruck, ang dami nyo eh.
Diba, kasi playing the game, it's there for me to interview the greats.
My God. Thank you so much. Billion thanks.
Yun po. So we hope everybody enjoyed. Thank you, and until our next episode, take care, stay safe, and God bless.